Mamulian, how you doing? Man, YouTube hasn't said anything. That's crazy, YouTube. Y'all silent night tonight. That's okay though. Sometimes we don't feel like talking. Yeah, man, welcome back. Mamulian, how do you not have a VIP badge? You've been subscribed for 19 months. It's a bit odd that you don't. I'm gonna have to start vipping people real soon. I'm gonna have to start vipping and ripping them. Hey, what's up, Matthew Ludovico? The Spree, Bad Optics, naturally. Welcome, everybody. I fucking fell asleep. I was so deep in a nap. Y'all got no idea. Y'all got no fucking clue, man. Well, Saccola doesn't fucking work. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm thinking about running Power Dragons. I want to maybe see if Power Dragons works. Because mine just absolutely flopped. Like a big flopping flopper. Power Dragon made one. He said he beat it up. So maybe I'm doing something wrong. We're going to take a look at his. That maybe we have something way wrong here. Because he said his ripped up. His ripped and gripped in rank. Yeah, it's a bit of a Rakdos Sakdos. I also have this Selesnya, my version, and then somebody else pitched in a different version that I was also thinking about. But I must be doing something wrong here. So I'm going to go look at PD's real quick. Because I was scrolling Twitter. By the way, PD's a great guy. If you're not subscribed to Power Dragon, you're fucking doing it wrong. Because honestly, I'm like, it's not even a fact of like, it's not even a fact of not running it. It's just getting whipped. Like I get beat like it fucking like I owe them money, man. You know, and that's crazy. I don't know why I should get beat that bad. Duskmourn Viper's Vigor vibe. All right. Final Vengeance. I'm not crazy about this. No one around. Go for the throw. Clockwork Percussionist. Braids. Disturbing Myth. Herbarisk's Forge. He's got Forge in here too. Which I'm not nuts if I don't. I'm not nuts if I'm not nuts about Forge. Because I feel like at the end of the day, any deck that puts Forge in it just becomes a Forge deck. Do you know what I mean? Tamiyo Saga with sorceries. You're telling me to play a Simic, Matthew Ludovico? That's what you're doing here, man? In front of God and everybody else? Damn. I can't believe he said, hey, Jay, play Simic. You'll fucking like it. Alright, let's try this real quick. It's Demir? Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I thought you were talking about Rot Priest, the Rot Priest combo. Sorry to quickly accuse you of Simic heresy. Mea culpa. Mea culpa, my friend. I'd love to see it, I'd love to see it possibly, Mamulian, you want to share it? bless the opponent with counterspells? I assume you mean not. I don't think you mean bless the opponent, correct? I got nothing but pain lands up. Blast, I assume, is what you're saying. Red Overlord. Okay, interesting. I kind of like the food triggers here that gives me that extra life gain. That is kind of fun. Come back wrong. You know, I haven't used that one yet either. I don't want that. Need a little something different. Boom. Braids Arisen Nightmare. May play. Exile the top card. You may play it to the end of my next card. I can actually play that. Okay. Braids. Alright. Away, the Rottenmouth King. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want either of those. I'll take another Rottenmouth King though. Okay, I really like this food sacrifice combination play that we're doing here. I like that. I'm a fan of that. That's pretty fun. I am liking this. I think that the sacrifice to food is pretty good. Is he gonna play a white? Destroy all creatures, power 3 greater. Okay. Okay. Hey, Buggy Man, 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 Buggy Man. Boom. Creates a food token. All right, I really like this. Okay, I'm starting to see the mechanics here. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Hey, Very Vorpal, how you doing? Welcome to the show, Very Vorps. AKA Vorps McGorps. I always think it's funny that Lewis Carroll, Lewis Carroll? Am I getting that right? He wrote Jabberwock, and it's like a silly nonsense nursery rhyme. And with its head, he went galumphing back. And then collectively, the fantasy universe was like, yeah, that Vorpal sword that he was talking about, that's like the best, most powerful sword in the world. And we have no indication that that is at all what he meant. But universally, people are like, nah, that a Vorpal sword immediately decapitates you. It's the most powerful sword in existence. You guys don't even understand how awesome Vorpal swords are. And like, it's just funny to me that fantasy just adopted that position. Just apropos of nothing. They just decided on it. He meant it. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't say we don't know for sure, but like, there's nothing in the text that was like, the text is full of all kind of nonsense words. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard to say that, you know, galumphing back. It would be like if we're like, oh yeah, galumphing, that's the fastest a human being can run. Is galumphing. You don't even fucking understand how fast galumphing is, guys. Like, we just decided unilaterally that galumphing was, you know. I'm gonna put down enduring courage because I've actually seen this work really well. Where's the music? Do I not? I put on some forest music. Comes back in as that. Boom. Blazemeyer Verge. Let's Final Vengeance it up. Manifest Dread. We'll dread the nightmare. Rev. If you spent your power and drank, it makes me drink. It makes me drink water. Tasty. Let's see here. Eat? Yeah, I have nothing in front of me to eat, though. It's mostly just channel memes that eating and drinking. He got his Viper out before I could Viper his Viper. Can you spend multiple times? Viper, no viping. Target player mills 2 cards. Let's go for you. Okay, good. Okay, I will discard and sacrifice. I get to scry. Mill. Boo, 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 boo. Hey, the Rotten Mouth King. I will take the Rotten Mouth King off the top. That'll be good. It's gonna take the hit right there. Alright. Hopefully he plays a bunch of stuff. Raids. There. Cottonmouth King. He's gonna have to do that. Boom. Boom. What a thing. He's gonna have to sacrifice 2. The smart move is dump both cards that's in your hand. Or he'll just fuck up and lose. Hey, what's up, Tanuki family? Choose up to 3 non-land permanents that have to be destroyed. We're gonna have to choose you, and unfortunately you, doggo. Mill. Boom. 6. Good game. Has he got damage for me right here? Hey, Boiler Villages. That'll do it. Hey, what's up, Gold Knight Angel? Gold Knight Angel. Of course, since I won, it'll go down again. As you know. This is why I hate Mythic percentage. Is, you'll win, you'll lose 5 games and nothing will happen, and then you'll win 1 and it'll go down, so. Galumphing, indeed. He got his whatchamacallit out before me, and I didn't have any removal. Alright, let's try this again, guys. By the way, can we just talk about what a fucking cool name Blazemeyer Verge is? We really just started. It's going okay. I won 1, lost 1 so far. I've been struggling in Mythic for a while here. I've been really trying to get something different and interesting going in. But so far, we've been not having too much success. So let's do this. Let's make him get rid of a card. Rakdos joins out. He wanted to do that. Target a creature. So we're up 1, down 1 right now. Boom. There we go. We can try Braids next turn. How was your games? Were you playing? I think I saw that you said you were playing Hearthstone? No, you were playing something else. You were playing a different game altogether. Rare avatars. Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I have never one time played Hearthstone. Not once in my life have I ever played it. Hearthstone Auto Chess, and I've never played Auto Chess either. I've heard both of these things are enjoyable. And I kind of wanted to play Hearthstone for a while, but I was playing Paper Magic like constantly. And Arena didn't exist yet, and I wasn't going to play MTGO because have you seen MTGO? But you know, and I just never did it. I'm like, oh, Hearthstone, I should download it. Oh, Hearthstone, I should download it. Oh, Hearthstone, I should download it. So he's just going to play a million of these dispersals. And I never did. For whatever reason. Just never followed through on it. It's one of those things. Pick like prankster. How many of these did he have? He's hit that twice. Yeah, don't tell me he's got more knockback in here. I'm gonna be super mad if he's got more knockback in here. Swing in. He's gonna take that. He's got a 1-drop counterspell. No. He's got a knockback again. Don't fucking knock me back for the fucking 4th time, dude. I swear to fucking God. Holy shit. All this dude has played is fucking knockback. Get a new fucking trick. Oh, it's a Rakdos joins up. Look at that. That's a Rakdos joins up into a Rakdos joins up. Into a Rakdos joins up. So it's a Rakdos joins up infinite loop. Fucking knockback, dude. It doesn't matter. He was trying to build to something. He wouldn't let me keep anything on the board. I haven't seen that deck in a while, but holy shit, my man had nothing but knockback. He had literally nothing but knockback in his fucking hand. He just knocked back everything. I don't know why he just didn't go for kill. You're playing black. Why didn't you play any kill cards? That's what's weird about it. Yeah, people figured that one out a while ago. It requires a lot of fucking colors to do right. It's not often that you're going to get it correct, because basically what you're doing is you're making that... you have to have 2 of them in your hand, so you make that come back. That by it's like you hit a repeating loop. It's very weird. Yeah, it's real weird. It's a weirdo thing. I just was not hitting any of my power cards, which we needed to build. Gremlin Tamer. They get sent to the boo-boo hole. They get sent to the bye-bye place. Okay. Enduring Innocence. I think that he wants to... Gremlin Tamer, very nice. Draw a card. I should have probably used the Final Vengeance and not saved the rest of my sacks to get that out. Zero armor. Alright, well that's fine. We can do Final Vengeance on them then. Not sure why you do that. Alright, we'll take a kill card. Hey, what's up, Dorian Black? Turn. He's probably got a kill of himself. I think I should have hit Enduring Innocence. I don't... Yeah. I probably should have played the Exile on it. Again, I'm still trying to kind of get my sea legs with this deck. Hopefully he can... we go. He's probably got another one in his hand. They always have another one. Classification. There's basically been two types of decks I've been playing in Mythic. It's this deck and mono red. That's like 80% of what I run into. And it's there's probably the two best decks in the game, and it's very, very hard to beat. Very, 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 very hard to beat. You either need to have counter spells or just an absolute fucking cavalcade of removal, as you can see. And I don't know why. Again, I'm trying to learn this deck a little bit. I don't know why people are running. Oh, well, I guess I do. I guess they want to get to mythic numbers. But yeah, you need to shut down. People quickly realize that. What's that name? What's the name of that card? That card is fucking cracked as shit. Ghosts. And it's also one of the best counters to red. So we've kind of settled on this. Do you know what I mean? The Azorius enchantments. Or every now and again you run into some jank, but it's mostly been those. Like, primarily. This is new. I don't think I've run it. If this is a mono black and not a Rakdos, I think that it'll be a new stretch here. Boom. Got one away from Mythic 3 times. Shit crazy. Tell me about it, man. I was there, bro. I was there. Boom. Rottenmouth King. Villain, what do you say about the PW of the foundations? What's the PW? The password? Tell me about it, Todd Gibson. Yeah. Unstoppable Slasher. Bargain. Planeswalkers. Some will, some will not. Some are just too goddamn slow. Some are too slow for their own goddamn good. And I kind of wish we had a better situation than that. But like Liliana, I would love to mainboard Liliana in a zombie deck. Is that ever going to happen? Probably not. Because a 6-drop in this day and age? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? A 6-drop. In current day, current age. A 6-drop. A 6-drop. Really? Really? A 6-drop Planeswalker. Anybody else? Any other big 6-drop cards making a big shakeup right now? You guys know of any? Don't say Rottenmouth Viper. That you can play that cheaper. That's why that's viable. She's got to be cheated out, but I'd even think at cheat out speed, she's not even that good. I think that Ajani probably will as a 3-drop. I wish Liliana... Golgari Ramp, Reanimator, yeah, maybe you got something there. Yeah, that's the question. How many places do we have that are cheat out, you know, cheat out a specific, the Rottenmouth King. Alright, so if he has a removal, this is what he'll have. He'll have a removal and an Aclazotz, and he'll win the game. Oh no, he didn't have that. Alright, so free rebooter. That's gonna get exiled. He's gonna exile 2. Boom, boom. Clockwork Percussionist. We have instant removal for whatever else he puts down. And we have the Rottenmouth King. He's gonna demon it up. Sorry, bub. I'm prepared for such an occasion. Yeah, take that damage. Yep. There you go, man. Nisa Ravane is also similar. She's expensive. I think Ajani's going to be fine to play. 3-drop's nice. To be perfectly honest. Hey, Top Gimn, it seems 70 or 80 cards to answer this meta, but it's still hit or miss. That is true. Let's celebrate the 10th super chat on stream. Thank you so much. This is the 10th super chat we've got. Really appreciate that. That is true, Top Gibson. Seems that make your own luck is the only way to cheat a planeswalker. Yeah, there's not too many. Unfortunately, you know, it kind of sucks. Can I say just a commentary on that whole concept? The whole concept that as soon as we see an expensive card in the game, we go, well, that'll be great if you can cheat it out. The game's moving too fast, guys. That's really that's you know, I'm gonna have to quote the man here. Slow down, you're moving too fast. You got to make the moment last, 'cause you know, when we're at that point that anything over 5 mana is like the only reason that'll work is you can cheat it out. We're headed down a dark road. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere dark, because that's the nature of the game. That if anything is 5 or more, you're like, good, but gonna have to cheat it out. I mean, there's really nothing you can do there. There's, you know, because it's functionally impossible to play it otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, that is a pretty wild place to be in standard meta. That basically 5-drops are what you're gonna have to do to cheat it out. You don't have any other choice. That hard casting anything over 5 is basically deck suicide. You know, that sucks. That sucks. You know. Numbskull, the numbest of skulls. There he is, everybody. Let's see him counterspell this one. I'm sure he will. This is Mr. Counterspell himself right here. Raid these enemy crab. Giant enemy crab. Tap up to 2 target creatures. For the giant enemy crab, everybody. Numbskull, I saw on Twitter that you won another store event. Is that what I saw, man? Counterspell that. What were they playing? What were you playing and what did they play? Phantom Interference, very nice. If this is another fucking counterspell, I swear to fucking God, dude. This is all this guy's done. Yep. That's what he does. Fucking knockback again. We're done here. Not playing against Mr. fucking Counterspell and knockback. Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. The slasher, is that the one you showed me before? Abzan Trade Binder, Red Green Overlords, and Domain. Wow. Pretty good. This is fucking nothing here. This is not a thing. We're struggling, guys. Every deck that we run in Mythic is... We're running just heavy control. It's very hard. It's very hard to get through. Nowhere to run. Clockwork Percussionist. We're going to toss the... Well, do we want to keep the Rotten Mouth King? Yeah, we'll throw that out. Because we can... What stuff did you have? Restless Vents. Percussionist. If he does more discard, we're in deep shit. If he hits me with a Bandit's Talent, we're in a bad shape, boys. We can refresh our hand decently, but we'll have to dump the Hopeless Nightmare. Don't Bandit's Talent me, dude. Don't do it. Ah, that sucks too. I mean, every early play is pretty much the same here, guys. It's part of the reason that I'm having trouble just coming up with anything, because it's like the same 3 decks over and over again, man. It's not fun to grind. Pretty Rebooter. Bandit's Talent. I bet it's going to be Bandit's Talent. Dollars to donuts, it will be. The box from Heavy Play. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. All right, I forgot about that. I thought you meant a box of Krads. Thoughtseize Warlock. We'll do that. Manifested. Alright, we filled our hand pretty good. That's the one thing we have here, that we can refill our hands pretty nicely. Oh, people love it, man. Listen, that deck of countering everything. Main deck changed the equation. Yeah, Kami, tell me about it. Why didn't he attack Pre-Lizard? Because he doesn't know what he's doing. You want to know 2 reasons. He doesn't know what he's doing, or he Forgore. There's 2 very legitimate reasons why that may have happened. He may have Forgore. Sometimes you Forgore things. Or he net decked it and doesn't know how to run it properly. 2 options. Boom. Boom. How was the box? Oh, look, another guy. Or another Sheldrissy. Sheldrissy the Apocalypse. Draw. Discrad. Okay, boom. What's he gonna run? Bandit's Talent. He's gonna make me get rid of my Rottenmouth King. So true, King. I hope he plays out that last card there. Hey, what's up, Raphael Spiel? That's good to hear from you. I used to live in Brazil. And Sao Paulo. Scavenger's Talent. Boom. For the throat on top. You're stuck in Plat Hell? Yeah, I get it, man. Spiritually, I'm also stuck in Plat Hell. On a metaphysical level, I'm stuck in Plat Hell. Draws, he gains. If that's a removal, we lost the game. It's a removal, we lost the game. Amazing, guys. I have tried to make Rakdos work in Mythic, and I just don't think it fucking does. I've tried my deck, I've tried other people's. I just do not think fucking Rakdos works in Mythic. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's just the way it is. I have tried to make a Rakdos Sacrifice work in Mythic over and over and over again, and we are not getting it in. We are 100% not getting it in, man. I have multiple versions. Probably this is my third version, and this is Power Dragons. We absolutely can't get it in. Rottenmouth is just too fucking slow for what everyone is doing. He's too clumsy. I think he might be a little bit too clumsy. I would probably up the kills, maybe a little tweak like that. I'll try one more time. But it is not easy to get to move forward with Mythic right now, man. Nobody's experimenting. Everything is airtight. Everyone's in a fucking in a very tight Brewers build here. So, you know, we'll try one more time, and then we'll move on to the Selesnya that I have stocked up. The old stocked up Selesnya. Rottenmouth is good. Rottenmouth is not good right now. That's the biggest issue that I would have to say. Rottenmouth is actually a pretty powerful card. It is not a powerful card currently. Especially in what everyone else is trying to do. Outlaws Heist. See, I'm just getting shit ripped right here, man. Rottenmouth was good before the game started going 100 miles an hour. And that you could flood the board with garbage. That's when it stopped being good. Honestly, Enduring Courage and Rottenmouth's pretty decent. That's not a bad combo play. Did that one. Boom. Boom. Because you get to hang in. It's really good with haste. It's very good with haste. Probably Bandit's Talent. If he's going to go Hand Ripper, he's going to go full Hand Ripper. Ruthless Negotiation, Exile card, Blaze Merge Fire. He's going to go again with discard. He's going to go full discard. Yeah, that's we're really threading the needle here, Zabrits, huh? We're really fucking threading the needle. It's not easy. I think you were even saying it, Zabrits. You said you got to spend a lot of time to stay where you're at, and it's not even that enjoyable to try to put that much energy on holding position because people are cutting. Yeah, I can see that. I thought it was going to be an open brewer's paradise up here, and I was dead fucking wrong. It is absolute fucking cutthroat right now. I'm worried I've exhausted the decks that are able to win in ranked. That's kind of my genuine fear. You know what I mean? That I have completely exhausted the available decks that will win in ranked. YouTube, I see you out there. I see 28 people watching on YouTube and 18 likes. I don't know, guys. It seems like a good time to shame like. Can we get some shame likes in? This guy's just not even fucking here. Probably just gonna get hit with the removal immediately again. Toss that away, I don't need that. So he's got to take 4 discard, and probably will just get healed with a cut down. I mean, a go for the throw, yeah. That's the issue, you know? Marvel set was very divisive, and I have a couple of things to say about it. One, I think people were unnecessarily hard on it. I thought it looked cool. Kind of sucks that I'm never going to play any of those cards. But, okay, I'm going to say something controversial. I try to shy away from controversy here. Trying to stay serious fucking topics. When I see a bunch of people, like Commander players, I'm gonna shit on Commander real quick, so this is gonna be fun. They're like, this is so fucking dumb. This is stupid. I don't like this. It's useless. I'm never gonna use it. Why are they wasting our time on this fucking put out here? I hate all this. You know, this is dumb. This is just pointless drivel. I had to stop myself from saying, do you understand now when commander-only products crap all over, just they vomit all over kind of commander-only products all over the game? Can you understand the sympathies of a standard player now? Do we have a better understanding as a community that you seeing a product and it being like, wow, this sucks that it's not something I want, or am interested in at all. Okay, well, that's how it feels to watch tons and tons of commander products hit the board that I'll never play and I'll never use. And I'm happy for you when you get those products. So to see that similar mentality thrown back, like Fallout, cool, great, enjoy the enjoy your Fallout. I wish I could play them. Assassin's Creed, I'd have loved to play some of those Assassin's Creed. I can't. I'm not gonna shit on everyone else for running those particular things, because I can't be involved. But people going, this isn't for me, therefore it's garbage, kind of bothered me, because it's like, okay, it's not for you. A lot of the Magic products aren't for everybody. Well, it's Fortnite-ification of Magic. It's stupid. We're combining it. Like, that's the biggest property in the world right now. If you don't like the Marvel movies, that's fine. You don't have to like the Marvel movies. You don't have to like so here's the good news, Kami. Final Fantasy will be available in Alchemy. There's the good news for you. Yeah, that's the good news. But yeah, do you get what I'm saying? It bothered me when I saw a lot of Commander players crapping on there. Like, this isn't what I want. And it's like, well, okay, we don't always get what we want, do we? Especially with Magic cards. We don't always get somewhere where we're going here. Yeah, it's perfectly fine to pull in a newer generation. Like, I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm never gonna play those. I don't play Commander. Yeah, it's gonna be the Lord of the Rings set, basically. A lot of people on Twitter were, which is, you know, why I don't say anything. Twitter people opinions is, you know, we don't need to go down that road, do we? Previously, whatchamacallit, the Nerdy Steve said something very funny. He put an SNL clip up, of the woman going, when a Commander player tells me this card is not usable in their format, and it's that SNL girl going, well, that's because it's not for you. Because everything is for you, and this one thing is for him. It's kind of true. You see that a lot, where they're just like, oh, why would I want to play this? And it's like, well, maybe it's not. I get that they've been catered to a lot. And I think they kind of don't realize that the center of gravity has been around Commander, and that has really shifted things And when it's not exactly what they want, I don't want to call them entitled or anything. I don't think that that's the case. I definitely think that it is a case of there are other aspects of Magic. I think people are so completely commander brained that they don't even realize there's other aspects of Magic out there. Mardu Balloon Viper deck is 50-50. Sounds like it. I'm struggling with the current Viper situation. Broadmouth King. Is it Iron Man? It's the most popular format. I mean, it's not any more complicated than that. It's by far the most popular format in the game. If he puts down the demon, if he top deck the demon that kills me, no, he didn't get it. That's where the center of gravity is right now. And I think people don't realize that. The 1/1 tokens of Vine are working really well. Tell me. Interesting. Ruthless negotiation. Gets the draw. He should return it. Hey, what's up, mister? So, not every the thing that people need to realize, and I think that that's, again, the lesson that maybe the Commander people needed to understand is not every Magic product is for you. And that's okay. That's okay. If this Magic project is for you, don't yuck somebody else's yum. You know? The same thing with Alchemy. I feel like the disdain that people has from Alchemy, then don't fucking play it. If it's not for you, then don't play it. You know? It is by far the most profitable. Yeah, it draws people in by the fucking dozens. Yeah, the Commander is currently the biggest thing going on in Magic. By far. But people were like mad at the Marvel release. They're like, stupid fucking release, dumbass, stupid idiot things. They were like mad at it, like, rrr. Like, and I don't get that. Like, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Got a block. There you go. Okay. I mean, yeah, if you don't like Marvel and you don't like Commander, I like Marvel, and I'm not crazy about Commander. I play Commander. I have plenty of Commander decks. I play it. I'm not Mr. Commander. I enjoy Standard more. As I've said before, anything aside from 60 card. Listen, Planeswalkers seem newfangled to me, okay? I've been playing since fucking 1994. Everything seems fucking newfangled to me, you know? This was a really long fucking game. He just lost, but, you know, good for him. There we go. That took a while, but we won. But yeah, it bothers me when people are vitriolic about stuff that they could just avoid. Do you know what I mean? That applies to a lot of stuff. When you're like vitriolically angry about things that you could just not participate. I know that Prof doesn't like alchemy. He doesn't really like arena that much. Yeah, very good battle right there. And he just goes, I don't really play it. Every now and again I play an arena game, and I certainly don't like alchemy, but if that's what you like, that's for you. That's the best mentality to have over it, you know? But some people take things that they don't like existing to be an affront to them in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like, they're mad that it's even out there. No, I have drafted one time in real life when I was like 13, and I fucking did terrible. And I did the worst draft you ever saw in your life. This, boom. Boom. This has come back big, by the way, Annoyant with Affliction. That's come back in a big way. Coming back with a brand new edition. I think that he's gonna play more removal, so I don't want to put Braves of Risen Nightmare down there. It was a very good battle, yeah. I know he's got more kills. Yeah, I thought so. I said it. I said he's got more kills. He's got a lot of them. There's the Fleshmonger. Now we're gonna hit him with this. He's gonna be mad about this. Hopeless Nightmare or Enduring Courage. Spiteful Hexmage. Yeah, I guess we could do that. You're better off going for the discard, man. I'm gonna kill it. Top EDA is $3,000 to $6,000, bro. Stand in the water and cost. Yeah, no, by far the most expensive shit on here is Commander, like by a wide margin. Absolutely. That's pretty No, I don't enjoy drafting on Arena when it's free. So I'm certainly not gonna pay for fucking draft in real life. I think we may have got ourselves in a pickle here, boys. There goes Rottenmouth King. We can get rid of the Liliana next turn, which is good. That'll help a lot, but it might be $1 late, a day late, and $1 short. But we will have killed the Lily. Lily of the Villy. Yeah, that is my biggest gripe, is the commanderification. I don't like that. I think that they almost need to be split off into 2 separate sets or games or something. Hey, it's Trex. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what should actually be done there, because it's tough. I want Commander people to enjoy themselves, and again, I like Commander. I play it. I like Brawl. I like Commander. I've got a couple of Commander precons. I was very excited about my Necrons precons. Like, that was a really fun one for me. Enjoyed it. You know. Boom, discard or sacrifice. He'll probably lose that guy. He probably has a kill in his hand, or will draw a kill or removal pretty quickly here. No, he didn't have it. Okay. And the thing is, if I get a commander card, I don't really care. I don't really care that I draw that, because I could sell it to a commander player. My bigger issue is with Wizards of the Coast designing standard cards to be commander cards in standard, when we already have the standard version set that is made for that. Like Nadu. Like, Nadu was a clear case of example of, we want it to be viable in commander, so we fucked up a release. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that is kind of problematic. You know, and that's the crazy thing, is I think that we don't realize, for some people, the game of Magic is Commander. Magic is Commander. There isn't anything else. And that's pretty wild when you think about it. That is 100% what this game is a Commander game. That is 100% what this game is and what it represents. There are people who have never played, who have been playing Magic for 5 years, and I never once played a 60-card format. They might not even be aware that that's an option for you. Like, they might not even know that that's something you can do. You know, no, we'll never get voice chat, and I don't think we'll ever gonna get full commander on this game, by the way, but. Double Nadu. No, they'll never bring voice chat in. The text chat in, maybe it's some MTG Go players can talk about it. The text chat in Magic Online, MTGO, is fucking awful. Like, there's people being wilding out in that, so you're never gonna see that. If they can't handle text chat, you'll never get voice chat. The only way that I see that happening if it's friend invite only, and even that is a mighty big fucking if. That is a mighty big if right there. I don't think that that's ever gonna happen though. It's gonna be a mighty fucking big if. Trex, you were playing for a while, huh? We're going to try one more time with this deck, and then we're going to leave it alone. If we don't get on a nice run here, I think we'll let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Free rebooter. Boom. Oh yeah, you get raided by somebody, you just build some boost. Creature, plant, bargain, sacrifice. Totally worth it. Let me tell you how worth it was for him to do that. Elemental snake off the top. Wonderful. That was super worth it for him, man. Let me tell you. Berbersk's Furge, Gerber. Going for the Furge. What would you peek at, my guy? Tell me the deets. Rifle Hex Mage. Boom. Alright, he did not have it there. Okay. Hey, yeah, you know. We always forget about these numbers. And I was thinking about that the other night. We always forget about these numbers. If we were just sitting at a table and 7 people were watching you play a standard game of standard, that'd be pretty cool. I look to myself, I look at my analytics, and I'm so fucking number-brained. I'm like, oh man, this sucks. Oh, this is down, this is up, this is not right, whatever. And then I look, and it's like, you had 108,000 views last month. And I'm like, holy shit. You know, individual viewers... You can look at individual viewers, and I'm like, it's fucking a lot of fucking people, man. Unique views is that many people watch me fucking play Magic? Like, that's... If you would have said that to my, you know, my my teenage self, I'd have been like, what do you fucking mean? Oh, I made a Magic cards and 100,000 people fucking watched. That's wild, you know? But in perspective of other channels, it's like, oh, well... That's nothing, you know. 35,000 unique views. That means 35,000 individual people watched my channel last month, in the last 28 days. So 35 individual unique people watch me play Magic. Wild, dude. Wild. Absolutely crazy go nuts wild. Yeah, ladder is very boring. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Ladder is a little bit boring. He's gonna crack that open. I think we might be dead here, but that might piss him off. Boom. We're done. No good. Didn't draw the third land. That's over with. Alright, let's get a couple more games in. Yeah, grinding is tough right now, man. Grinding is tough. Yeah, I think that if you want to play Commander, hey, what's up, Dallas Corbin? Horizon fan, how you doing? Did I say hi to you, Horizon fan? I think if you wanted to, play Commander in this, you would have to kind of make some concessions to. If you want to talk to people, it's going to have to be outside the game. Hey, what's up, Neptune? Yeah, winning is, yeah, that is true. That's the boring part, is when you're just facing the same thing forever. That is a problem. When it's like, and you see the first play, you're like, oh, the first play is X, Y, or Z. Okay, I know exactly what this is. And it's like, that's not fun. I see an Azorius land go down. I'm like, okay, so the first play is Azorius. He's gonna play Azorius enchantments. You know, he's gonna play his Hauntwoods. Nice. We'll end turn right there. Boom. Smuggler's Surprise. What are we putting down? Who's getting duplicated? I'll cast Trailblazer? push him. Thank you, Bad Optics. You'll make it, man. Get to that plaque. Get that extra pack for yourself, man. Enjoy. Smuggler surprise again. Ooh, not bad. That's a bingo. Alright. Let's see what we can finish up here, guys. Spiteful Hex Mage. Go into this. We'll hit again and again. We'll hit Hopeless Nightmare into Spiteful Hex Mage into a second Hopeless. I think we can hand rip pretty good. We'll get him down to... He's got 5, he'll have 4. He'll play a card, maybe a land, and then he'll be down pretty good. 2 discards is good off the top. So if he plays a land, he's got 4, and if he plays something else, he's got 3. You can hit me for 2. Boom. There goes the Rottenmouth King. We're gonna have to take the hit here if he doesn't kill it, because we're almost at sacrifice range, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully he just plays the pump. Or Josie. We don't want that, we don't want that. We're gonna need some lands. Jeez Louise. Direct removal or pump? Or he'll play the -3, nowhere to run. Yeah, I was worried about that. Draw. Final Vengeance. Auto pay. run. Flash that in. Again, kind of the problem is a lack of removal. Greedy freebooter. Kind of a lack of removal is a big issue with this deck. We can't kill quick enough and aggressive enough. I shouldn't have blocked with that Rotten Mouth, though. That was dumb. That was a dumb move on Jay's part, to be honest. Draws. Probably draws the removal as well. Yeah, the severe lack of kill cards is stymieing me quite a bit here. Yeah, he's playing an old school mono black, huh? He's probably got a removal in hand, or he'll just pump that. And if he's got a removal in hand, he's good to go. Hey, what's up, Death by Vulture? Get rid of that. He might play Virtue, or he could play a kill card. Or Jesse. Damn, I shouldn't have attacked with that guy. He's gonna have to get rid of everything to not lose life here. Hey, we got him. Got him on the last hit right there. Nice. All right. Good stuff. I think we can... Oh, we got a pack to open. What do we got here? Hey, Ominous Flytrap. Nice. Okay. Underdog. Yeah, Underdog was a good card. Missed that one. And don't forget Cemetery Devourer, whatever her name was. I love her. I think we can go one more, boys, and then we call it. We started turning it around. The early games, we lost a couple of early games, but we started going like 2 for 1 here, which is not bad. When we're on the play, we do terrible. We do better when we're on the draw, honestly. which is unusual. Spiteful Hex Mage. We can do Scavenger's Talent into another Spiteful Hex Mage. Permanence comes in like that. Demir. Very Demir. Very mindful. I'm a little worried about counter spells this early on. So we'll go with this. He's gonna snare that. Interesting. Yeah. Delicious Eclipse. Bad. Don't want any of those. Okay. Let's get that counter spell out of your hand. Augury. Jundables. That's like Lunchables, but for Jund players. That's what that is. That's why it's called Jundables. Yes, boom. Roll out to Pharesis. Boom. He might be in bad shape. Yeah, I didn't think he had it. Okay. Yeah. Called the bad shape right there, guys. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, well, I mean, again, slightly tweaked version of Power Dragons, who we love and appreciate here on the channel. Good stuff. It took me a while to get the rhythm and flow and also get some good matchups, but I honestly like it. I think that the biggest thing missing, now this is Jay's take, if you want Jay's hot take on it, we had a lot of sacrifice targets and not enough removal. I would even go so far as to say you might want more removal in this. Maybe another Final Vengeance, maybe another Greedy Freebooter. The biggest issue that we had was destroying more stuff. Now, he does have some best of 3 ideas here on the back end, but overall, pretty good. And I mean, getting wins in Mythic, which is not easy to do, holding its own in Mythic, you know, that's not nothing. That's nothing to sneeze at. So, with that all being said, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, let's shake it and break it, and we'll get the fuck out of here. Duress. I don't think Pyroclasm, possibly Cruel Claw's highest. I don't think Leyline of the Void is. Withering Torment. Boom. Villainy on a forced sacrifice. I think maybe that exile's not a terrible idea. The Cinderclasm. What was it called? Scorching Dragonfire? Yeah. Yeah, I knew I had these from a different set. Hey, Mamulian, thank you so much. Oh shit, that looks fucking crazy. Good night, Valentine. I have to tune in eyeball jankness. Good luck on your eyeballing. Cause I'm eyeballing. Unfortunately, the best shell for eyeball right now is Azorius, which kind of sucks. That's where we're at right now. Where Azorius is the best eyeball deck. I would love to have a Dimir eyeball. But they want to put the cheapest resurrection in white because, of course, when you think of necromancy, you think of white magic naturally. You know what I mean? When you think of, I mean, we all do, right? When we think of white magic, we think of necromancy right away. That's what it's known for. So that's why the best resurrection card in the game is Helping Hand. A white spell, you know what I mean? That's why they did that, because of white magic's such well-known association with you know, the cycles of life and death, and not black, you know. So that's why they did that. I understandably, of course. I mean, I would never say anything otherwise. The earliest that you could get out the big eyeball would be Lively Dirge. Would be Lively Dirge, and that's a 4-drop. So obviously white magic would have a better time. Yeah, we have Return Triumphant and Helping Hand. We have 2 fucking resurrectors in hell we have Dewdrop Cure, which is 4. You know, I mean 3. So why not? Recommission. It's not bad. You know, that's another one that brings it back. Abuela's Awakening, that's a fun one to do too. Why not, guys? Why not have white be the best resurrector in the game? All right, shakedown, breakdown time. How you doing, Marauding Army? Esper Eyeballs with that 7/7. Which one's the 7/7 dude? Zaveritz. I don't know which one you're talking about. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. So we got into Mythic, guys. Yes, we did. And I've been trying to run a Sacrifice Rakdos, and let me tell you, I kind of expected a Mythic to be kind of chill. You know, it was a real struggle getting up here, and I kind of took a little break just because it was a hell of a grind. And I was like, well, I can brew a lot of stuff. Nope. They're serious up there, man. They're serious. I was at 96%, slipped down a little bit. But coming to the rescue here, I tried building my own version of Rakdos Sacrifice, and sometimes we got to get by with a little help from our friends. I couldn't quite get mine to work. I was just in the wrong direction. And it just so happens that today when I filmed this, a good friend of the channel, Power Dragon, posted his Rakdos Sacrifice. And I rarely ever take another content creator's deck, but man, I was so impressed by his, and I liked it so much, and I like Power Dragon so much, that I said, we're going to run this one, man. We're going to see if it works. And you know what? It was getting wins in Mythic. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe. It's a YouTube werewolf who viciously mauls you and rips you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for a live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. Yes, we would love to have you on Twitch or on YouTube. Either one, hit the bell. You'll be notified when we go live either place. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, memes, questions, whatever you want, it's right there. Hey, send your deck to me. I might even play it. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So, copy of this one, you go right down there. Now, mine is a little bit different than Power Dragon's. I took his as the main template, and I tweaked it to mine, as you should always do. But I want to give a big shout out to PD. I'm going to put his link down to his channel down in the description, his Twitch and everything, because he was onto something here, guys. So we like to see that. So what are we talking about with Rakdos Sakdos? A lot of good DUSKMOURN cards. Final Vengeance, good stuff right here. Exile target creature as an additional cost. You have to sacrifice a creature or an enchantment. This is actually to our benefit and not to our detriment. The way that we're going to set this up, we're going to be able to exile creatures for 1 black mana because we're almost always going to have an enchantment or a creature to sacrifice. So I'm really not worried about having to play that. I think it's going to be perfectly fine. And it actually works out really well, especially with Reanimator, especially with the guys building up cards that explode and hurt you. That exile is very removable. And probably one of the biggest changes that I made from Power Dragon's particular version is I upped the kill. The number one problem that I was having is that I could not kill frequent enough or hard enough. So for other removal package, we're going to have 3 Final Vengeances, 3 Go for the Throats, and we're also going to have 3 Torch the Towers. Torch the Tower is an interesting one here because it does 2 damage at instant speed, and it exiles if they died, okay? So if they took enough damage to die, they get exiled. The thing is, you could also bargain it where you sacrifice an artifact or an enchantment. We're going to have lots of artifacts. We're going to have lots of enchantments. So we can actually do 3 and scry if we bargain on that one too. A kind of removal, but not always, is going to be Nowhere to Run. Now, Nowhere to Run is becoming more and more essential because of the prevalence of Sheltered by Ghost. Sheltered by Ghost is a 2-drop that gives you Ward 2 and basically makes something invincible, gives it +1, and gives it +1, Ward 2, and lifelink while locking out one of your creatures. Being able to bust through that ward early in the game, especially with Nowhere to Run, even Valgavoth's ward or anything like that. So this is a flash speed, 1 black and 1 instant enchantment, flash enchantment. When Nowhere to Run enters, target creature an opponent controls get -3, -3. Very useful to kill something right there. Creatures your opponents control can be the target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Ward abilities don't trigger. Good stuff right there. So that's a removal package. Again, I kind of upped it. I brought up the removal by a tick or two, because I was really struggling to wade through the huge amount of cards that were kind of flying at me. You know we got to have the man, the myth, the legend, the Freedy Greebooter, a.k.a. Greedy Freebooter, 1 black, 1/1. When he dies, scry 1 and create a treasure token. Again, very useful sacrifice target right here, because when he dies, we get more treasure, ramp, and scry also. Just a great scry target, just a great removal target. Hopeless Nightmare. Another one of those turn 1 plays that really aggravates people. I don't think people realize how good this card is. 1 black, when it enters this opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. When Hopeless Nightmare is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, scry 2. So we get to scry. and we get to sacrifice it and figure out more things. It also fits into the nightmare theme of Duskmourn, even back in Eldraine. So early, sacrificing the cards out and doing good things with them right there. Very, very fun. Now, Scavenger's Talent was something I would have never thought of, but thanks to PD, he really did figure out a good tech here. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, create a food token. This ability only triggers once each turn. However, it gives you that ability that whenever you sacrifice something, you're going to get something in a replacement, all right? And the reason that we want so many permanents on the board is ultimately what we would like to do is cast the Rottenmouth King right here, Rottenmouth Viper, as cheap as possible. So by filling the board up with cheap sacrifice fodder early on and filling it more and more and more and more, and even getting more sacrifice fodder back when things die, we can get the Rottenmouth King really, really quickly back onto the battlefield, which is our objective. So Scavenger's Talent does that. You get food tokens, which you'd, of course, just eat or sacrifice for, like we said, you could sacrifice artifacts to do things. Then whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. You could actually, in this game, theoretically, with Rottenmouth, you could sacrifice 5 permanents and make them mill 10 cards. That's nothing to sneeze at. You're not probably going to mill them out, but you will put a timer on their deck, and you will take away some of their good options right there. Then, of course, at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality. Not bad. I'm not mad at that last one. Again, if you're filling up with food or treasure or any other things that you want, and you have abilities to sacrifice 3 or more, you can get something back onto the battlefield very nicely. Spiteful Hexmage. People are realizing this guy is extremely useful because he comes in as a 1 black 3/2, but he creates a curse roll attached to target creature you control. Well, a curse is an aura enchantment. And what do we like to do in this deck? We like to sacrifice enchantments. A fun little combination play is put him down, put the curse on him, and he's a 1/1. Then if somebody swings in, hit him with Torch the Tower, sacrifice the enchantment when you do that, or hit him with Final Vengeance or something like that. Or play that in with Final Vengeance, and boom, he's a 3/2 for 1, and you got one of your sacrifice plays off. So Spiteful Hexmage actually puts 2 permanents on the board for 1 black mana, which is extremely useful. Here we're going to have the evil monkey, the monkey toy, the Clockwork Percussionist. 1 red, 1/1, haste. Whenever it dies, you exile the top card of your library. You may play it till the end of your next turn. Again, great sacrifice play, especially getting cards off the top. If you wanted to take 1/1, since we are figuring out the 1/1s very highly, I wouldn't mind if you took out a Clockwork Processionist. He was the one that I was like least impressed with in this, especially with Hexmage being there, greedy freebooter. I feel like the card draw is not super necessary. Now, here's another card. I love the art of this. Look at this. Disturbing Mirth. This guy should not be as happy as he is with an exposed mouth brain. Or maybe he loves having an exposed mouth brain. Who knows what's going on with him here? Who can even figure that out? 1 black and 1 red. Whenever Disturbing Mirth enters, you may sacrifice another enchantment or creature. When you do, draw 2 cards. Whenever you sacrifice Disturbing Mirth, manifest red. So you get 2 effects. When you come in, you sacrifice something, so you can, again, sacrifice one of your other plays, and you get to draw 2. For 1 black and 1 red for Rakdos. Then, once it's on the board, when you sacrifice this, you get to manifest red, which is, of course, look at 2 cards. One of them goes down as a 2/2 face down. If it's a creature, you can play it face up, and if not, it just goes, and the other one goes in your graveyard. So he has a good effect coming and going. Very much in the theme of this deck of what we want it to be able to do with Disturbing Mirth right here. So very useful card overall. Especially if you're going to repeatedly sacrifice things and get things out on the board and keep a steady flow of cards. Braids Arisen Nightmare. She is, if we're going to do nightmares, if we're going to do sacrifices, she slots right in perfectly, doesn't she? If we're doing the Nightmare of Duskmourn, she's right at home, right? 2 black and 1 3/3 legendary creature, Nightmare. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. For each player that doesn't, they lose 2 life, and we draw a card. Again, we'll have a lot of different things. We'll have artifacts and food or treasure. We'll have creatures. We'll have enchantments. We'll have a lot of sacrifice fodder to throw out at them. Maybe that's what we'll have. And I think she overperformed, to be honest. Whenever I had her, I knew I was getting a steady flow. I was putting pressure on. It was really, really fun having her out. So I added a little bit more of her, except 2. We went with 3 right there because she just always had that steady sacrifice card draw and really hurt people as we went along. Love her right there. Urbrisk's Furge. So we're going to do the Urbrisk's Furge combo right here with Enduring Courage and Urbrisk's Furge, which I did previously and I really like as a combo. Of course, Urbrisk's Furge, you're like, Jay, that's a little odd. This is suddenly a Forge deck. Well, we like the sacrifice fodder. The first couple of turns, we might not even attack with our guys. We might just use them for fodder. A 1 red and 2 at the beginning of combat in your turn. You put an oil counter, then create an X1, which of course will be 1, 2, 3, 4 as time goes, with trample and haste, where X is the number of oil. Then you sacrifice at the beginning of the end step. That means it stays for your second main phase. And if it stays for your second main phase, guess what? It's sacrifice fodder. Or we can use it for sacrifice for Braze, Disturbing Mirth, anything really. Very useful. And then it's only going to get more and more and more powerful. It's only going to build better and better. Like I said, for the first couple of turns, unless they have no blockers up, we might as well use them for sacrifice fodder right there, man. We might as well use them in a way. Combining that with Enduring Courage is actually a really cool combo that I've run previously, and I like to see this. 2 red and 2, 3/3 Glimmer Dog. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2 and haste until the end of turn. This is going to be really good for Snake and for Forge, because all of a sudden, like if you play that on turn 3 and then this on turn 4, guess what? That comes out on turn 4, a 4/1. They come out with +2 on them and aggroing. So they actually are trampling with bigger damage when you combine these two together. So that's a really cool combination play right there. You know, so I like that aggro right there. I like that. I like that usefulness. You also can sacrifice him as an enchantment, because if he dies, guess what? He comes back as an enchantment. So we don't have to worry about losing him too bad. So really good plays, really good combos there. And then we're going to finish off with the Rottenmouth Viper, aka the Rottenmouth King. 1 black and 5, 6/6 as an additional cost of this spell. You may sacrifice any number of non-land permanents. This spell costs 1 less for each permanent sacrifice this way. So that is what we're building all up this sacrifice for. We could get rid of a ton of stuff. Shield, Spiteful Hexmage and its aura, a Disturbing Mirth, Greedy Freebooter, and a Hopeless Nightmare. And the fun thing about sacrificing all that stuff to Rottenmouth, we get an effect for all of that. Disturbing Mirth gives us a Dread, Greedy Freebooter gives us a Scry and a Treasure, Hopeless Nightmare gives us another Scry. You know, when we do that, we actually build a whole bunch of things that are benefiting from that sacrifice play right there. So I really like that. Then, of course, you have the power of the Rottenmouth, the 6/6, and then, of course, he enters or attacks, you put a blight counter on him. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life unless they can sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Now, early on, that might be hard for them. If you get it out early, they might have a lot of cards in their hand, but they might not have a lot of permanents to sacrifice. Later in the game, when they have less cards, it's going to be a choice. Now, this gets worse with each attack, okay? So next turn when you swing in, you put another blight counter, and they have to sacrifice 2 things or lose 8 life. Now you're starting to see the problem here. Again, with Enduring Courage, that's even worse, because you put a 6/6 down. He's now an 8/6 haste. You have to sacrifice 1 or lose 4. Then when he swings in, you have to sacrifice 2 more or lose 8. And he's an 8/8 going in, so if you lose all your blockers, he's just going to hit you for 8. So there's a lot of good plays here. There's a lot of dynamic interplay between all the things. So big shout out to Potter Dragon for that one. Restless Vents, Blazemire Verge, the new land, Blackwater Cliffs, and Sulphurous Springs. Swamps and mountains, as you may or may not know. We look at the stats right here. 18 creatures, a little bit of everything. Humans, dogs, elementals, glibbers, snakes, toys, warlocks. 6 instants, 3 sorceries, 5 artifacts. 13 enchantments. Yeah, with Duskmourn being what it is, a lot of enchantments going on. And a very cheap deck, by the way. If you haven't noticed, it's a 2.1 and 19 land right there. We can get by with that. It does work with that low. If you are scared of that land issue, I don't mind you throwing another land on there. I don't mind you throwing a another mountain or anything like that in if you're a little worried about your land cost. Your most expensive cards really are 3. Enduring Courage is probably what you're going to play for a 4. Rotten Mouth, you're almost never going to hardcast. We are building a lot of treasure. Rotten Mouth is going to come out dirt cheap most of the time anyway. So don't be scared by like a big high end right there. So that's what we're looking at. On the, I've simplified the sideboard a little bit for my taste. Pyroclasm or Scorching Dragonfire are both good, especially that Exile. Liliana the Villian is not a bad one. Withering Torment was a recommendation. Bitter Triumph or Cruel Claw's Heist. Again, mostly just removal or discard as we go. I just kind of narrowed that down to the best of one version from what Power Dragon previously had. But again, big shout out to PD for putting this one together. And again, I've put my own modifications on it. You should too. You should always modify a deck and see how it does. You should never play it stock standard. Modify it, tweak it, get it to your liking. Let's get into Mythic rank right here, guys, and see if we can't gain a little bit of Mythic rank, get up to that. Maybe get up to those numbers. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's get into it. You watch PD play it live. Bonus game. Yeah, it fucked me on the bonus game. I really liked it. Maybe that's what I'm missing. I'll run your version, see how it feels. Yeah, I liked it. Again, I needed to tweak it a little bit for my own pleasure, for my own versions. Okay, we can do Spiteful Hexmage and Final Vengeance here. Oh, I'm used to it, TJ. Nice fat sack. Thank you, man. I work hard to have that nice of a fat of a sack, you know? Not easy. People all over the world, join hands, start a mouse train. Is he gonna run a removal? Thank you for coming, Chris Cass. We appreciate you, man. We're done here anyways. No worries. We're just having a good time. We did our 2 hours. I actually like that. Believe it or not, I like that hand. I like a removal and I like a sacrifice. I think this guy might have flamed out. Yeah, he flamed out. He wants me to block, so he's gonna pump, but don't think it's gonna matter. I think he completely he actually hit too many he actually hit too many things at once there. Cool. Is he gonna go for the Risen Nightmare, or is he gonna go for... Boom. We don't need that. Thank you for following After Hours. Also, thank you for following Armus01. Thank you for that, Armus. You get this. Shock. We're gonna eat the food. Okay. Roundmouth King pops. Manifest Dread. We'll manifest one of those. Oof. He might be in bad shape here. Yeah, he's in bad shape. Gonna have to lose that or sacrifice. Boom. He's dead no matter what. Because we can sacrifice that. And he's out of there. Boom! Look at that. What's up, Rams at TCG? Alright, good stuff right there. Karyama Face, you do like the Disturb combo? Yeah, it is a good combo, man. I actually really like that. I feel like it might be a Rakdos staple for a while, because the Dread and the card draw, very good. Very good combos right there. Alright, boom. Terror of the Peaks, hey! Okay, good one. GG. Yeah, I think I got this thing tuned to where I want it to be. I'm going to rage you out, guys. Who are we going to go see tonight? Should we Fafo with Jaffo? Or should we see Nibtropolis? Or should we see... Let's raid Jaffo. We'll Fafo with Jaffo. Get up, come on, you're down with the sickness. Your mother, get up, come on, you're down with the sickness. Wadsworth, Kami, Chris Chaos, thank you all for coming. Todd Gibson, Horizontal Fan. All y'all, thank you for coming, guys. We're going to send you off to Jaffo the Fafo right now. Hey, Zyran, I didn't even say hi to you. We came in late. What's up, Zyranian, the Zyranian, the Zyranian? Thank you for coming, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you like this video when it pops up. Soon as you see it pop up, hit that like. Adios, good night, and goodbye, everyone.